Our next guest, Showtime Shawn Porter, two-time welterweight boxing champ. Shawn, welcome to the Odd Couple.
Man, good to hear from y'all again.
Hey, Shawn, I'm going to admit, maybe I'm the only one in the United States that didn't watch it. I followed it on Twitter. I was out last night, refused to give those guys any money, Mayweather or Paul. I think these things are starting to hurt boxing, and people won't start fighting real fighters if they can make a bag of money and not have to fight anybody. What did you make of the fight last night? Did you enjoy it?
Wow, yeah, let's start there. The entire night was cool. We had some real fights within the kind of for the sake of word, the spectacle. I even thought that Chad Johnson provided a little entertainment there as well. And of course, I was pulling for my boy because I'm a big fan of his on the field. But then when you get to the main event, I felt like it was underwhelming, and I felt like my bubble kind of deflated. There was something missing there. It seemed like it was a little more. It was uneventful, and I just expected it to be more entertaining. And I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest with you, but I think that it underwhelmed myself, and I think that for the people, for the most part, I think that they found that it really didn't do exactly what they thought it was going to do in terms of excitement. So, but at the end of the day, man, I don't think that this is going to be something that's going to trend with real boxers. I think it's something that's going to continue to trend with guys like Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, and other athletes out there that may be retired or just want to try their hand in boxing. I think that this is going to continue to trend that way. But you definitely will not see real fighters who are basically at the highlight of their careers like myself and other champions right now getting in the ring with YouTubers or things like that just because it's going to bring them money.
But Shawn, real quick, and Ryan, you could jump in next.
Yeah.
The money aspect, like you know what I mean? Like, you're not worried about losing to anybody, right? You're not going to take a punishment from some YouTuber who's not a real, quote-unquote, real boxer, and you still get paid tons of loot. Why wouldn't that be attractive to a boxer if I can get in and not have to worry about, you know what I mean, getting hurt or putting myself in harm's way? Mayweather even said it after that he would be interested in doing it again because he's not putting himself in harm's way. He knows he can't get hurt.
Yeah. I think that fighters, a lot of guys, their goals and their destiny as boxers start well before they know what kind of money they can make. And of course, guys are seeing the kind of money that can be made now, but a lot of fighters, their goal is belts. Their goal is beating the best fighters in the world. Their goal isn't the money, and their goal isn't fighting guys who are known to the world. And so I'm just saying that to say I really think that there's a boxing is a fraternity, just like the NBA. Y'all ain't letting just anybody in the NBA. The NFL ain't just letting anybody in the NFL. And just because the boxing world is allowing this to happen with its YouTubers and things like that, when it comes to the real elite are not going to get in the ring with anyone who isn't real and isn't elite in the sport just for the money. I don't think that that's going to happen. And I got to say, if it does, I'm probably going to be heartbroken if I see it.
Now, Shawn, the NBA had this problem of some sorts because when it came to the NBA dunk contest, which was really an icon staple of the NBA, the superstars didn't want to do it. LeBron never got in it. Yep. I haven't seen Zion. And there's a guy, about 190 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan that can do any dunk you want to see. These street dunkers are better than the NBA dunkers. And that's kind of what we're seeing in boxing. Do you feel like there's not enough star power in boxing? Is it, the heavyweight division doesn't have an icon you can get behind? We don't have. Why are these names missing? Is it the highlights, the knockouts? What is boxing missing to where we got to see a YouTuber just getting busy, or is it following? Is it 2021? Help me, Shawn.
Listen, it's really not what boxing is missing. It's what these YouTubers and the social media thing is what is commanding. Right now, everybody follows social media, and they, for the sake of words, do what social media tells them to do. These guys who are getting out there making money, the Paul brothers, they know that if we say, hey, we're going to be on 6th Street at 6 o'clock, tune in. Everybody's going to be on 6th Street, and they're going to tune in. And so now they've taken it to the boxing world. They say, yo, we get in the boxing ring, we're doing it live on YouTube, pay $20 and you can check it out. And everybody's doing that. So it's no reflection on boxing. It's a reflection of these guys and what they're commanding right now. You know.
But Shawn, and our guest is Showtime Shawn Porter, of course, a 2-time welterweight boxing champ. But my thing is, boxing has, in a roundabout way, gotten involved because, like, the boxing networks, I think, was it Showtime? Who's the one who is like
Showtime
a partner?
Just did this.
Right.
Yeah.
They're getting involved in this instead of saying, nah, this guy's not a boxer. We shouldn't be doing this because this hurts our long term, because this will, at some point, it's going to fade out, but you can hurt your product in the meantime. And people got to understand, people will always want to watch a train wreck. You know what I mean? They really want to watch either Paul get his block knocked off or him get a lucky punch and get Mayweather knocked out. That's what they're watching. But then a lot of my friends were like, dude, it was terrible. Like, I really felt like I wasted money because it wasn't what I thought it would be. And then there's not even a decision, on the fight. So what is it?
Yeah. And it becomes a money grab. It's a money grab for Mayweather. You have to respect it because he's done everything that can be done in the sport of boxing. So at some capacity, you say, all right, I get it. Go ahead and do it. Showtime was loud about it. We'll never do it. We're not supporting this. We don't want this for boxing. But as soon as they did it, Mayweather, they said, all right, we're going to get behind this and make some money too. So it kind of is what it is, man. Real talk. Boxing is kind of, money moves boxing, more than any other sport. I think every other sport out there, there's some other things that govern the sport and make it so that there's nothing more than what you see on the surface. But boxing, doesn't really have that governing body, that one sound, one mind.
It used to when if you didn't fight the next guy in line, they took your belt. You know what I mean? You couldn't decide who you were going to fight and duck guys.
Yeah.
You had to fight. I've been covering boxing since the 90s, and I'm telling you, it was just different. And now, because there's no governing body, man, it's just a free-for-all. And guys like Mayweather can just cash in whenever he wants. I'm sure when he deposited his money at the bank this morning, he probably had a ski mask on. I mean, because it's just a money grab, and I feel bad for people who keep pouring money into these things.
Hold on, Rob. I gotta ask. Rob. I gotta ask it. Sean. I gotta come back to something you said earlier.
Okay.
You're 2-time world champ. If Jake Paul
I already know where you going.
wants to get in the ring with you, are you passing up the bag?
I'm at a different point in my career now than a lot of guys. I'm older. Even though I'm only 33, I'm a little older. I've done a lot of things practically everything that I wanted to do in boxing, I've actually done. At this point, I tell everybody, it's not even the belts, and it's really not the money. It's about my legacy, and the only way I solidify my legacy is based on who I'm getting in the ring with, who I'm getting down with, where we do it at, how many fans attend, and how many fans tune in. That's what I care about. I care about what everybody sees and what everybody is going to remember. That's what I care about. At the end of it, if somebody's saying, hey, we'll give you $5 million to do this, we'll give you $10 million to do this, and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, hey, the 5 or the 10 is going to do this or that for my family, I've done everything that I wanted to do at this point for my legacy, yeah, let's go ahead and make it happen.
Hey.
Then I'll make it happen, but let me tell you, I'll be front with you, 100 with you right now. There's a couple of fighters that I have to get in the ring with before I retire. And if somebody comes to me with 5 or 10 and it ain't them guys, I can't even do it because my legacy comes first.
No doubt. No, I hear that. And, Shawn, man, we appreciate you and your insight. very, very unbelievable where boxing is heading. But thanks, my man. We appreciate it. Showtime, Shawn Porter here on The Odd Couple.
Listen, stay locked, man. Boxing ain't going nowhere but up. We got a great year ahead of us, man. We got the trilogy with Wilder and Fury. We got Pacquiao and Spence in August. We got a good year coming up for us, man.
All right. I hope so. Appreciate you. All right.